Who do you think will win in 2008?
Well, that's not the best question to ask a presidential candidate.
Yup, Ralph Nader is running again. This is his third major presidential bid. Nader gained fame as a champion of consumer rights by taking on the auto industry in the 60s and 70s. The young lawyer's work led to stronger safety regulations in cars and on roads, including a mandate that new cars include some now familiar safety features. Nader first ran for president as a write-in candidate in 1992, but he is best known for his role in the 2000 election. Many Democrats blame Nader for taking votes from Al Gore in key states, especially Florida, where George Bush only won by 537 votes. Nader got 97,000 votes there. cqpolitics recently sat down with Ralph Nader to discuss the lingering wounds from the 2000 campaign, as well as this year's election.
So I just wanted to start off by asking if you could kind of update me on the progress of the 2008 campaign.
Well, if you're an independent or a small party candidate, it's all about ballot access in the various states, some of which are pretty onerous and pretty obstructive, to put it mildly. There are a lot of trapdoors in the state statutes, and if they're invoked by one major party before partisan judges, you can get 3 times the signatures, and they'll be able to knock you off the ballot.
What's your opinion of the 2 major party candidates, presidential candidates?
Well, shorthand is they're corporate candidates, and on issue after issue, they will stand with the corporate power and not with the people. Whether it's, I mean, there are differences, obviously, on Bush and Obama on keeping or dropping Bush's tax cuts for the wealthy. But we'll see where Obama ends up on that. I will say this, if the Democrats don't landslide the Republicans, given Bush, given the war, given the economy, it's because they have become too much like Republicans. They should landslide the Republicans this year.
You mentioned how closely people still associate you with that 2000 election. Do you think because of that perhaps people, are you the right person to be carrying this message? Do you think that clouds people's thinking when they listen to what you have to say?
The word spoiler is capable of being applied to anybody. Anybody who's considered a significant marginal challenge to the Democratic nominee will be called a spoiler. And I say, these are 2 parties who have spoiled our government, our elections, so much of America, because they've turned the sovereignty of the people over to the supremacy of a corporate government, and they have the nerve to call someone a spoiler. But I think a spoiler is a contemptuous word of political bigotry, because didn't George W. Bush get more votes than me from Al Gore? Why isn't he called a spoiler? The spoiler is only attached to a smaller candidate. And if we all have an equal right to run for election, then either none of us are spoilers, or all of us are spoilers because we're trying to get votes from one another.